Hey everyone, Maya Zach here, your award-winning mindset coach. Take a moment right now to remember what was your very first thought this morning when you woke up. Was it about stuff you had to do? Was it stuff you're worried about? Or was it something you're genuinely excited about creating? Your answer reveals more about your business results than any strategy you're implementing. The thoughts you think in your first 60 seconds of consciousness literally program your subconscious for the entire day ahead. Kind of like those first moments when you reboot your computer. Most entrepreneurs unknowingly use this window to reinforce the very limitations keeping them stuck before the day even begins. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use this powerful window of opportunity to transform your results instead of sabotage them. This isn't about productivity hacks. It's about neurologically rewiring your brain for success from the moment conscious awareness begins. You are a creator, whether you realize it or not. Every single day, you are shaping your future. Every single morning, you have the opportunity to become your future self who has achieved everything you want. The way you start your morning is literally the way you shape your reality. The truth is, your business results aren't determined by your strategy, your marketing plan, or even how hard you work. They're programmed in those first 60 seconds after you wake up every single day. Here's what happens. When you first wake up, your brain operates in a unique neurological state. Specifically, theta and alpha brainwaves dominate. In this state, similarly to hypnosis, your mind is incredibly receptive and programmable. It's like having direct access to your mental operating system with all the firewalls temporarily down. This morning window is so powerful because your conscious critical mind hasn't fully activated yet. So your subconscious directly and fully absorbs, just like a sponge, whatever thoughts you entertain before you're even fully conscious. That information then drives your thoughts, emotions, focus, energy throughout your entire day, and therefore your outcomes. Think about what happens for you when you first open your eyes. For many of us, it's immediate worry, stress, or mentally rehearsing all the problems waiting for us from yesterday. Most entrepreneurs unintentionally slip right into old patterns and worries, reinforcing the same limitations keeping them stuck over and over and over. Without realizing it, they're essentially setting themselves up for stuff they didn't consciously choose or want, programming themselves for more struggle before they've even started the day. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's objectively true and an idea that you've been repeating to yourself in your mind. It's not designed for critical analysis of whether the thought is empowering or limiting you. It's designed for pattern recognition and efficiency. It simply absorbs and reinforces whatever it is you repeat. So when you repeat those first morning thoughts around limitation, like, I never have enough time, or another day of hustle and grind, or I'm exhausted, I'll never make it, your brain accepts these as commands saying, okay, got it, we're operating in lack mode today. Or today, we're creating more stress and limitation. Then there's a physiological response in your body because every thought you have has a chemical physiological response. So your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol that put your entire system in survival mode, which means that from this moment onwards, you are reacting rather than creating. You're instantly disconnected from your expansive, unlimited potential, and you get locked into a state of defense and limitation for the entire day. That dialogue you have with yourself in these first waking moments isn't just influencing your mood for that day, it's actually constructing your identity, your self-perception as an entrepreneur. Over and over every single day, your mind is so powerful and it's under your command, constantly rewiring itself based on what you repeatedly think and tell it. Especially in this morning state. Each morning when you think of limitations, you're reinforcing them into your subconscious, making it increasingly difficult to access your most free, abundant, and expansive thinking and experience. A recent client of mine was super brilliant at strategy, but couldn't understand why her business kept hitting the same income ceiling. When we looked at her morning routine, we discovered that her very first thought each morning before she even got out of bed was to check her sales numbers and immediately think it's still not enough. That would set her up for a state of stress and lack for the rest of the day. Her breakthrough came when she realized she needed to be intentional from the very first moment of conscious awareness. So instead of letting her thoughts default to whatever worries came up automatically, she began to intentionally direct them towards the identity she wanted to embody that day: focused, creative, abundant, and in flow. The transformation in her energy, creativity, and ultimately her business results was incredible, because your emotional state and your energy isn't determined by your circumstances. It's determined by your programming, your conditioning, your patterns you're just so used to. Most entrepreneurs have it backwards. They think they'll feel confident and free and happy and at peace once they achieve certain results. But the neurological reality is that you have to first program these states of being in order to create the matching results. Now, if you're thinking, but I can't control what I think, my mind just goes off, then that's exactly the point. If you don't intentionally choose, your subconscious will choose it for you. And it really just is a matter of practice. So when you wake up, before you even open your eyes, take back control as an intentional creator. Set your intention. Remind yourself that regardless of any circumstances, you are the creator. And you are leading yourself on a path that leads to your target reality. Decide and choose how you want to feel today. Tell yourself, today I choose confidence, I choose clarity, I choose gratitude and abundance, I choose focus. I am taking charge of my thoughts, emotions, and reality. And don't just say the words, feel the energy they bring up. This is even more important than the actual words, because that instantly directs your mind onto the experience. If your first thoughts are about expansion and possibility, your brain will direct itself to support those thoughts and energy throughout your day. When you start your day with intention, you direct the energy of your mind rather than letting it run on autopilot according to old programs. And when you do this consistently, these intentions become your new programs, your new automatic. You will begin to notice shifts, not only in your workday, but in your perception of the whole of reality. Because you start recognizing and embodying the fact that you are an intentional creator. Remember, that first thought of your day isn't some random fleeting moment. It's the result of your programming. And it sets the stage for everything that follows. When you become intentional from the very moment you wake up, you're creating not just a far more productive and joyful day, but a completely different reality. You're literally reshaping the way you perceive and experience reality. Your success doesn't come from what you do, it comes from who you are, who you're being while doing it. And that begins with your very first thought setting you up each morning. Every single day is an opportunity for a new story. The choice is yours. You can wake up and replay the same mental scenarios, the same problems, the same limitations, the same emotions. Or you can wake up and rewrite those stories with intention, energy, and power. That's why I've created the 19-day Intentional Creator Challenge. This isn't about distant transformation, it's about immediate shift every single day. Imagine waking up feeling aligned, unlimited, and ready to create. For 19 days, you will receive bite-sized lessons and powerful audio state shifters designed to reprogram those subconscious patterns that have been holding you back. They'll shift your identity to align with your future self and your highest vision. And it's completely free. I'd love for you to join us. Just click the link below to join. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.